4 questions come up about this product. What is the size of this notebook? Does it work with fountain pens? How many pages does it have? And why you might like it? Let me answer all 4 of them up front. This is a A5 format notebook. The product's dimensions are listed as 8.5 inches long by 0.2 inches wide. And A5 is a standard sizing that sits between a pocket notebook and a fuller letter size pad. It's large enough to write comfortably in a meeting without taking up your entire desk, and it's compact enough to carry in the bag or laptop sleeve without adding much bulk. If you're used to standard composition notebook, this is a narrower and slightly shorter. If you're used to a legal pad, this is a noticeably smaller. A5 is the size that a lot of dedicated meetings and planner notebooks use because it hits the right balance between writing space and portability. Now let's talk about fountain pens. The paper is thick and smooth and resists ink bleed through. You know that if you're a fountain pen user, you know that sometimes it bleeds through, and that could be your primary concern. But it does resist bleeding with fountain pens. The papers are very smooth and it has a very consistent surface. So maybe with heavier, wetter inks, it could bleed through, but the regular fountain pen should not. Now, number of pages. This notebook has 208 pages total. It is designed to track 100 meetings. And the way it works, each meeting gets 2-page spread. So 2 pages times 100 meetings equals 200 pages of structured meeting content with remaining pages with remaining pages for front and any additional sections that you might include. So 208 page count for 100 meetings capacity, very good amount. Now, why you might want this specific notebook instead of just plain notebook? This notebook provides structure for the meeting versus just blank pages. And yes, blank pages could give you flexibility, but no guidance. This one gives you dedicated layout for every meeting. The field of topic, date, attendees, agenda, notes, action items, and next steps. If you ever walked out of the meeting and you later couldn't remember what was decided, who was supposed to do what, the structure of this dedicated meeting notebook addresses that. Every meeting gets the same treatment and the same fields, so your notes are consistent and scannable when you go back to reference them. Now let me walk you through the whole product. As I already mentioned, this is a meeting notebook for work. It is in warm off-white color, not cream exactly, but in very soft neutral. The name of the color that is listed on this product is Oat, and I think it describes it very well. The cover is clean, minimalistic aesthetic. You can see that it says right here, meeting notes, in a very simple font. It looks professional without being corporate or stiff. And other colors options are available on the list: green and pink. If Oat isn't a good one for your desk setup, there are different alternatives. The cover material is paper, so it is paper wrapped hardboard rather than fabric or synthetic material, and it gives notebook structure and rigidity while keeping it look clean and mate. The Oat version of the surface is smooth, slightly textured finish. And let me talk about binding. The binding lays flat. That means when you open notebook to any page and set it on your desk, it stays open flat without you having to hold it down or prop it against something. For meeting note-taking specifically, this is significant. When you're often writing quickly, referencing your notes while someone else is talking, or flipping between sections. A notebook that fights you by trying to close itself or requires that you press the spine down hard to write near the center of the page adds friction to everyday use. So this is a great element. Each 2-page spread is structured for dedicated fields. Let me show it to you so you can see it closer. Here it is. Lots of room for notes, as you can see. I really like that it also includes this bookmark right here, so you know you can easily find where you left it off. As I mentioned already, the paper itself is thick, smooth. It has a consistent feel across the pages, no significant variation in texture between sheets. So for everyday writing with ballpoint, rollerball, or gel pens, this paper performs very well. The back of the notebook has a built-in pocket. This is a full back pocket. It's not a small card slot. It is designed to hold handouts, printed agenda, business cards, or any loose notes from your meetings. So for everyone who walked out of the meeting with a printed document and had to figure out where to put it, having this dedicated pocket inside the notebook where your meeting notes live means everything from a given meeting stays together. You open the notebook, your notes are there, your handouts from the same meetings are in the same pocket. And as I mentioned already, this notebook covers 100 meetings. So for context on how long that lasts, if your average 5 meetings a week in a typical work schedule, 100 meetings is roughly 5-month capacity. If your meeting volume is lighter, this carries you longer. If you're in a high meeting environment, you'll move through this faster. But the 2-page spread per meeting means you always have enough room for a full meeting worth of content without having to decide how much space to allocate. So the oat cover color, the lay flat binding, the structured 2-page spread, the bleed resisting smooth paper, and the back pocket makes this a complete package for professional note taking.